Hey guys, my name is Travis Bayless. This is with Beyond Bipolar blog. So today I received like two comments that had some concerns, and I'll just briefly say what he done. He says, I've tried meds, but they all affect my sex life. I'm looking for a gun. It's the easiest way to die. So these comments really concern me because I feel like I said before, medications has really helped me. According to this guy, he's been on 6 different medications, but for me, I've been on 30. So I said this before, but you got to keep trying. There's just nothing else that you should try to do. The worst scenario is where you do end up committing yourself, or you get so sick and tired of being sick and tired that you actually end up taking your own life. And that's something I don't want you guys to do. So I'm hoping when I release this video that the people that do want to commit suicide listen. Whatever video I post out, I'm always gonna consistently put out videos that talk about how to cope with feelings of suicidal thoughts. For me, I understand the struggle. I've been there. I've been in my deepest and darkest times, but now I've crawled my way out and I'm doing very well. I want you to guys to know that there is hope in the end. You just got to keep trying, take that next step, and hopefully you can get where you really want to go. Now, I tried to reach out to the first guy saying that you gotta keep trying new medications. Have you tried Zymbalta? Zymbalta is the one antidepressant that actually saved me. It's not a typical SSRI. This is uh SS or SNRI, which is a norepinephrine, works on the norepinephrine, not the dopamine levels. So I think this is something that people who had various times where the medications do not work that they should try Zymbalta or any SNRIs that are available. It is considered an older drug, but I think it's something that you want to look into. There's also various other new antidepressants that come out, such as Trintellix, which I've tried. It didn't really help much, but I still had to vote for Zymbalta. That was the one drug that helped me. And there's nothing I can say more other than the advice is that you got to keep trying new medications. It's gonna suck. You're gonna maybe come out with maybe 90 to 95% of the drugs not working, but there is one solution that should probably work. I've been on 30 meds, so if you tried over 30 different medications, then you can come to me and tell me that they aren't working. But if you haven't reached that point, I want you to continuously try to reach out to your psychiatrist and try to find the medication that might or hopefully will work for you. And about the comment about I'm looking for a gun, I've already reached out to this guy saying that I know life gets you down. I know how hard it is, but I want you to go to the hospital if things get really bad. I want you to take that step to get help. If things go wrong, you got to call 911 or 911 as last resort. Guys, this is something that you guys got to take seriously. I'm not saying that it's not wrong to have these terrible feelings of wanting to hurt yourself, have lose hope or be have hopelessness that the medications aren't working, your life isn't going the way you want to go. I just want you guys to know that I encourage you that it does take time. I've been having bipolar since 2008, so that's over 13 years, and I've been through the times where I was reluctant to take meds. I was at the time where I was failing to keep a routine. I was at that time where I was in and out of the hospitalization 7 different times. I was at that time where I did partial hospitalizations 2 different times. And I've had dialectical behavioral therapy 6 months. I've had several therapists. I've had several psychiatrists where one totally gave up on me because she thought she couldn't do me any good. So there are good people out there. It just takes time. You got to look for it. You can't just simply sit there telling yourself that why me? Why can't I do this and that? I want to end my life. Take my advice first. Let me listen to your story. Let me comment back to you. Let me try to reach out to you. Listen to me one more time or several times if you can. That life is worth it. You just got to find the right medications, the right network, the right people to talk to when it comes to your life and the misery that you might be experiencing and how you can overcome that. When it comes to my own life, I've been at that time where I wanted to hold the gun. I was writing these notes. I wanted to end my life, but I think in the end, I just did radical acceptance and accepted the feelings and urge surfed through the entire feelings. I know there are days where it really, really sucks. These days, I've been able to keep myself pretty well where I don't see myself to go in a damage route. I don't have many suicidal thoughts. I do get depressed here and there, but I've been coping pretty well. And I know if I can do it, you guys can too. You just have to find the right cocktail medications, the right psychiatrist to prescribe you these medications, and hopefully the timing will go well where you're able to experience a better life. Now, regarding SSI, the trouble starts with suicidal thoughts. You might have difficulty getting up, you might have difficulty eating or eating too much or not doing self-care like showering, changing your clothes, getting up and remaining active. That is one of the most difficult challenges you're going to come across when it comes to SI. There are thoughts that aren't only bad for you, but they are pervasive and they can be very damaging in the end. For me, my advice for you is that no matter how much DBT you go through, no matter if you're in and out of the hospitalization, no matter what addictions you have come across, it comes to your mind. It comes to having that persistent belief that there is hope. And when you have that belief, you can hopefully try to get yourself to a point where, hey, I'm going to keep trying these medications. Yes, it might decrease my sex drive, but in the end, it may or may not be worth it. Hopefully, it will be worth it to get on the medications that will hopefully work for you in the end. And I really don't know what else. I try to communicate as best as possible with these people. There are going to be times where people do give up hope and they cry for help, but there's really nothing you can do. And yeah, it would really suck for me if these guys commit suicide and I was part of that route for not being able to convince them to, turn the other page to see that there is hope in the end. But in the end, it's a personal choice, and I do hope you guys take this to consideration. That I don't want you guys to die. I want you guys to try to take my advice that hey, there's hope in the end. You just have to have that belief. Try to take one more day at a time and see if things will get better. I think inaction is the worst thing you can do for yourself. Inaction and complaining, you got to try to take action in spite of the complaints. You got to persist and persevere in spite of all the challenges that you may come through. Yes, you can accept the fact that there are bad psychiatrists. Yes, you can accept the fact that life is hard. Yes, you can accept the fact that you're in and out of the situations where you are struggling with addiction, where you're struggling with drugs, alcohol. But a lot of this comes to personal choice. And if you make that conscious effort to make a very positive choice in your life, and you continuously do that, you will find progress. And I think progress is more important than perfection. If you're going in the right step, there might be a couple times where you take a few steps back, but there will always be that challenge where you can persevere, where you can overcome your struggles. And for me, I don't have all the answers. For me, I'm just a guy that has bipolar disorder. For me, I've had it for 13 years. For me, I've taken 30 different medication. I've been in and out of psychiatrists, therapists, DBT, etc. Groups like that, peer support groups. I don't have all the answers, but I can do my best to give you an answer that might actually help benefit you in the end. So, take my advice. Take one step at a time. Take that step. And number 3, keep trying to persevere, keep trying to stay motivated, and keep trying to persist throughout the entire day when it comes to this SI. Those are the 3 things you gotta try to remain hopeful about. And I think the biggest struggle is trying to overcome the days that are really bad because you just don't want to live anymore. I get these days where I just don't want to do anything with my life. No matter what I do, I don't want to I don't want to work out. I don't want to play piano. I don't want to compose music. I don't want to do art. I don't want to study piano tuning. I don't want to study computer tech. There's a lot of things I could do, but I just don't want to do anything. And that can lead to SI, where you're just bored out of your mind, that you feel like life is just meaningless and you want to do something that would alter the whole situation, which is end up killing yourself. And I'd like to end this on a positive note, but like I said before, I don't have all the answers. I really wish, if you guys watch this video who are struggling, that you do take a listen and take one more gander at the videos I do. I try to remain positive. There are videos that are negative, but for the most part, I try to give positive advice that will change your life, that will alter these negative behaviors, that will help benefit you in the end. My next step to say this, if I can't give you help, you gotta go to the right people, the right psychiatrist, the right therapist, the right groups, the right peer support, the right network, the right friends. You gotta, and there's a huge judgment when it comes to these, because for what works for one person may not work for another, and what works for you may not work for me. So I want you to guys know I'm just taking my personal perspective and trying to come to light with your problems, with your suicide ideations, with the fact you want to kill yourself. Like I said, I've been there. I know what it feels like, but I've overcome these challenges, and I'm trying to take these challenges that you're experiencing and help you overcome these thoughts that you might be having right now. I really wish I could continue rambling and rambling on, but I don't know. I try to plead for your guys' opinion, to reach out to me. I try to plead to you guys to say, hey, don't kill yourself, but it's really challenging when you're in that situation. So I can do my best to be non-judgmental. I can do my best to listen. I can do my best to give you advice, but in the end, it's really your choice. I hope you guys make the best choice for yourself. You can't simply just, there are going to be times where you don't want to do anything, but you got to at least try to get up, take that step, and challenge yourself to get well. Well, this is Travis Baylett signing off with Beyond Bipolar Blog. Hope you understand my lesson here. I'm here to listen. I'm here to be non-judgmental. I'm here to give advice for you. I hope you guys take a listen and take a gander at my YouTube videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe for future videos. And hit the bell button if you want to see future videos where I give advice, my experiences, and other things related to bipolar disorder and mental health. Thanks. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.